Hi there, I'm going to do a full overview of the K5M, Keratograph 5M, of all the topography and dry eye features. The K5M difference is that it has a color camera, it is not black and white, and has infrared color imaging. This is a snapshot first overview screen of the topography feature. You will be able to look at radius, diopters, eccentricity. I'm looking at the bottom left data going from left to right. Your axis is your blue, and you see a visual representation in the middle. Your steep is your red. On the right-hand side, I have my axial curvature map, and if I hit my drop-down arrow, I can flip from one map to another. The axial, tangential, elevation, and refractive maps. Down below is my profile here. So red is my steep axis and blue is my flat axis. When I come up to the top left display, these are all the different maps that I have available to looking at this particular topography data. One large color map has the same data on the first screen, same drop-down menu. Down below, what it does add is sagittal height and sagittal height difference to help with litericity there. Display format selectable is helpful when you want to have different maps. So maybe I have two axial maps, one with numbers and one without numbers. Right click on a map to put the numeric values there. I can maybe put my tangential map so I can look at the difference. Maybe I want to look at my elevation map or a refractive map and right click on my refractive map to show in diopters my powers there. And again, the data repeats itself on the left-hand side. Camera image is where I was able to draw and do my white to white measurement on my own. So left click hover once, left click once, and click drag and click. 3D cornea is helpful when showing a patient their keratoconus. So here if I just left click and move this over, I can see the flatness there. This is really great in showing a bump for keratoconus. I love showing that to doctors. Fourier analysis is a good mathematical breakdown of the regular astigmatism. So from diagonally up and going up, spherical, decentration is your prism, bottom left is your regular astigmatism. Irregularities, these are things that we cannot correct in traditional methods such as glasses or contact lenses. The residual is something that we need to do to modify the cornea. So it's a really good way of mathematically breaking that down for your patient. Zernicke analysis, you can look at different areas of Zernicke analysis, turn them on or off. Topography keratoconus screening is a very detailed, it gives you the different indices here. The little triangle will tell you what each of these indices are for and a classification system. In the bottom, you'll see left eye versus right eye with the different indices that are up at the top and first exam, second exam, and third exam. Going from left to right. Elevation map, just giving you the patient's eye in the upper right, spherical, and dropping that patient's eye and showing you that difference on the left-hand side. Cornea asphericity is used for contact lenses. So for Europe, they use this a lot for some of their contact lenses. The lens fitting is for a fluorescence pattern simulation. So based on the patient's topography, I can come over, I can select a lens, I can design a lens. So I'm going to hit mathematic, change my radius here, calculate flow, and that's what that lens looks like on the patient. Show two exams. I'm just not going to save that, what I calculated there. Right eye, left eye, first visit, second eye visit, drop down arrow, lets me choose which visits or which eye I want to display on that page. And same thing with the comparison. This is really good for your ortho-K patients. So first visit, second visit, third visit, first visit, this is the difference there. So I find that doctors might use a refractive map to show in diopters the difference there. Tangential, if you want to change it to a tangential and then compare four exams. So that's a quick overview of the topography feature. And to really, I should go back there 1 second. I'm waiting for that to pop up there. If I am a WAVE office, I can export this to WAVE. I'm going to click this box, and this will take me into the WAVE software to go ahead and start designing a lens. And you'll be able to do this for their lenses. No. Click that box, and right in front of your eyes, it goes through and it starts to design the lens. And then the bottom is where the lens design looks, and above is the distance from that to the tear film layer. So I can click through refraction, -5, -150. Let's change the axis really quick. I just want to go through this and show that to you so that it can go through those different parameters for you, calculate and give you power down in the bottom right. If I decided to do a scleral lens, same concept. I'm going to click the tool button, cornea scleral profile, create design. And this is a long process for demo purposes, but it will go through and do the same thing. And then you will be able to go ahead and customize it even further if you would like, the different landing zones and edges to create that particular lens. Yes, I want to exit. I don't want to keep that. Okay, so upper right-hand corner, I'm going to get out of that, and I am going to go into the crystal tear report for dry eye and do a really quick summary there as well. I did a workshop in Los Angeles, so this is a particular patient we did. So I'll highlight the patient to the left, select my dry eye report. Under this report, we did a lot of imaging. So this was a great, interesting case from one of our local doctors. And this report takes a while, particular report is taking a while because we did a lot of imaging during the workshop on this particular patient. You do not have to do all of this imaging. You do not have to do all the categories. So I'm going to take this bar cover. We did all of these categories. Under each one of these categories, we did all of these assessments and testing on each one of those. How the crystal tear report is, and with the customization, if I do a full crystal tear report and I do this on my aqueous category, to the left, I see all the images associated with assessing this particular category. In the bottom right, I'm going to bring up my recommendations. So I look at it, I score it here up on the top. I need to enable editing in the top right. I'll score it. And then down below, I can do my check marks on the recommendations for this particular category. Moving to the my biography category, I have all of these different images that I've taken, videos that I've captured. I can take a look at those and I can go ahead and score them. So right eye, left eye scored. My biography, here's our my biography feature that many doctors like. So I can take my patient's image and I can compare it on a grading scale. Close exam. And it's scoring that for me. Down below are my recommendations for the my biography category, inflammation. Blepharitis. Different categories. Here are my recommendations. If I click here, I can have all of my different categories with my different recommendations. We have a color scaling system, so mild treatment, orange is your moderate treatment, red is your severe treatment to help eyeball that. You can also, down below, write additional information. When I hit OK, I will be able to go to the top on my box here and hit print. And I can print to my printer. I can do a print to PDF. And once I do that, it's going to bring up the crystal tear report. And I'm going to share that in just a moment. So this is the full report. It gives you all the categories that we wanted to do on this particular patient. We called it Brimer Workshop. And on the oil category, we did all of these tests. The color shows the scoring, and to the right is the recommendation. So for each one of these categories, we have a pie chart, scoring, then to the right is the recommendations. So the patient can get this full printout. At the end, it gives them a glossary of what the tests are that were performed for that particular patient so that they understand what each test did in testing the appropriate part of the ocular surface disease that they may have. And that is a very basic overview of the Keratograph 5M. And I thank you.